Guys, welcome to another video. So the other day I woke up in a real bad state. Okay, I woke up late, and that played on my mind a little bit, and I did not like it because I'm a very disciplined person. I woke up at the same time every day, like six in the morning, so I can have time to do my prayers, to do my meditation, read and study on my own, and get ready to confront the day. So that day, I woke up and a little bit annoyed because I woke up late. I couldn't hear the alarm. I was very exhausted. My body was not, I'm dealing with some injuries, and I woke up late. Okay, I didn't like it, and that triggered in me like an annoying feeling, and I started the morning like that. Basically, I started the morning with that feeling. Then I started to remember things that I'm dealing with, challenges that I have to face, and I started to get annoyed, and why I cannot find solution. Why is this lingering with me? This is stopping me from moving as fast as I want to move. And what is the solution to this? I can't figure it out yet. And basically my mind went into a negative state, negative mode. And I started complaining a little bit about my situation, but why is this happening to me? Like started to get angry and a little bit frustrated, okay? And and I just remembered that a lot of people wake up in a very negative state. Wake up in a state similar to the state I was in that day. And it could be worse, it could be better. Okay, some people wake up really feeling bad because they're really dealing with something, and just their mind is out of control. My mind was out of control at some point. This is why I'm so good speaking about this and teaching people how to get out of this and how to control the minds. Okay, because I know what is it to battle your mind. For people that don't have this kind of issues, they won't relate. Okay, but they might relate as well. In the case of somebody's facing a circumstance that is very harsh, and he will experience that what I'm talking about right now. Like your mind goes against you, and you start feeling shit, and if you don't know how to deal with the situation, this could lead a person to go further into a more negative state that we call anxiety and depression, then ultimately decay in the body. So I woke up in that state. My mind started going south, um, and and I remembered one lesson that I've like few points that I want to share with you today. They're very valuable. The first thing is that I know that people that are not where they want to be at the moment in life, or people that are dealing with an undesired circumstance, they normally wake up in a negative state first thing in the morning. They wake up in a negative state. They start rehearsing the past. They start rehearsing the problem or the negative future. That leads them to go into to lower their vibration, lower their energy, and normally these people will start analyzing what's going on and trying to figure out the solution to their problems from that state, from that lower state of vibration. Okay. And this is a big mistake, because if you try to find the solutions to your problem from a negative state, you're only going to make the problems look bigger. You're only going to make it worse. Like, try to go to talk to somebody when he's angry and you're angry, and try to talk to him and try to go and sort things out when you're in that state. It's impossible. Okay, it's impossible. You can't. You have to calm down, raise your vibration, go to a higher state of vibration, more a better, higher energy, and then maybe you can figure out a solution. Okay, but when a person is angry, you can't find a solution. You will only make things worse. Okay, this goes for everything else. The same concept applies to life. You're in a negative state of vibration. You're not feeling great. Your mind is throwing at you negative thoughts and blame and anger and maybe sadness, maybe the feeling of being stuck, maybe the feeling of desiring something, feeling the separation from that thing that makes you feel bad. Then compare it. You know what I mean? You don't want to be, you don't want to be thinking from this state. You don't want to be analyzing nothing from this state. So the first thing, don't do it. What you need to do in this state is actually raise your vibration. Try to raise your vibration and go to a more positive state. And this is exactly what I did. I used some of the tools that I have that I talk about in other videos. You can go check it out. And I raised my vibration, okay? I raised my state of being, my energy, my emotions changed, okay? I moved from a negative state to a better one, then a better one, then a more positive one, okay? And it took me about 1 hour in the morning, and that was it. Then I started remembering all this. Then I started remembering this ideas I'm sharing with you in this video. Like, most people wake up like this. They really shouldn't be analyzing the situation from this state. They should really learn how to raise their state of vibration, their frequency, and go to a positive state. They should really work on themselves. And the other thing is that once I raised my state of vibration, another idea, positive idea, came to me in that moment, which is whatever you're dealing with, whatever issue that I have, the answers or the solution or the steps that I must take in order to reach my goal, get out from that negative, undesired situation that I'm in, the solution, the steps are already here on this plane of existence. And this is a lesson I learned from one of my mentors, the late Bob Proctor. People used to go to him and ask him, like people used to go with questions, okay? They're dealing with something, they come to him with questions, and right before asking the question, they get the answer. Suddenly, they know what to do. And somebody asked him, like, I'm coming to you with a question, and then right when I'm about to ask the question, I know the answer. What is this? Why is this happening? So he laughed and said that this happens because the moment you come to me with your question and you know that I'm about to answer it, you know that I have the answers, or at least you believe that I have the answers, you've put yourself in a state where you could receive information. You've put yourself in a receptive state. Okay? And in that receptive state, the answer that already exists here came to you in a form of an idea. Okay? So this is the lesson I want to share with you today in this video, is that the answers, the steps that you must take to go from point A to point B to C to D, the ideas that you need, the people you need to meet, whatever it is, the answer is here. Okay? Let me give you an example. When the way to fly airplanes, the way to transport somebody from point A to point B by air was already here. The material needed to create that vehicle that will take a person from point A to point B through the air, the materials they already and have always existed on the planet. The laws of gravity, the laws that dictate and that allow us to use the air to, and whatever fuel we need, whatever power we need to generate to do this maneuver, they have always been on planet Earth. The mechanics, the technology have always been here. We didn't need to create something new. The only thing that was needed is a mind of a human being that could put these things together, aka receive the answer and give us the solution. But the answer was already here on this plane of existence. The same thing with the solutions you're seeking. They're here. They're here. The people you need to meet, the financials you need. I don't know, the knowledge, the books, the places, whatever infrastructure. It's here. Sometimes the answers are so close to you, you can't even see it. It's so close to you that you don't even think about it. But the thing is, you don't see it because you're not in a receptive state. Okay, and you cannot be in a receptive state if your mind wanders around and you can't control your mind. So I encourage everybody to have a process that will help you control your mind and put your mind in a positive state right first thing in the morning, right after you wake up. As I said, I have videos talking about this in my channel. You can go and check it out. And so when I raised my state of vibration, I remember this lesson from my mentor, and I smiled. I said, whatever. This thing that I'm dealing with right now, even though I do not see it, even though it's bothering me and I do not see how I'm going to solve it, how I'm going to move forward, and it's bothering me, and I know that the answer is here. I know that the way to get to my desired outcome is here. So I don't need to worry. The only thing I need to do is make sure I exercise my will and I exercise the things and then use the tools that I have to raise my vibration and stay most of the time in that positive vibration and keep working on myself, keep increasing my awareness and my knowledge until I find the solution. So there is no need to worry. There is no need to be frustrated. There is no need to panic. I don't need to create the solution from nothing. I don't need to reinvent, I don't know, the wheel. The answers that I need are here. I just need to be receptive and receive them, okay? And some religious books, they refer to prayers, and they say that prayers are already answered. All our prayers are already answered from God. And we just have to receive. But we are blocking the signal. We're blocking it. We're blocking the blessing from coming in because of our thoughts, because of our state of being, because of who we are, because of our habitual being that is self-sabotaging our potential success or our, desired outcome and the better life that we want to create. So these are the things that I wanted to talk about in this video. And I know that a lot of people will not understand this. This requires a higher level of awareness to understand this. But the video is going to be here. Maybe you don't get it now, but maybe 1 year, 2 years, maybe you will get it. You will come back to it and you will get it. Maybe you are getting it at the right moment. And this is just a confirmation of something that has been going around you. And this is just something that clarifies whatever you need to learn at this moment. And yeah, so the focus has to be on bringing ourselves to a positive state of being, a state of acceptance, a state of ease, and that will happen only if we study, okay? Because study is the only way to develop awareness, and awareness is the gate to freedom, okay? So keep working on yourself, keep developing yourself from all angles, mentally, spiritually, physically. Develop your relationship skills, so you can find peace and create harmonious relationships, especially between you and your spouse. Take care of your body, so you will have a better or higher level of energy. A sick body cannot be completely functional. You will not operate at your best if your body is sick, or if your body is not optimized, if you're obese, if you're not super healthy, if you're not strong. You will not experience the same level of energy that I experience because I take care of my body. Okay? Same thing goes to the other aspects of life. So this is the game. This is the game. Keep improving on all the aspects until your vibration energy rises to a high level, and you naturally, or at least most of the time, you're in that receptive state, and then you just have to walk the path and figure out the answers and create whatever you're trying to create. Okay, this is the lessons I wanted to share with you today. Change your state of vibration first thing in the morning. Do not think about the solution to your problem when you're in a negative state. 3, understand that the answer, the solution, the path is already here. You just need to be receptive and have the courage and the understand and the awareness to actually act on those tips that you will receive. Okay, a lot of people, they receive a thought and they don't act on it because it seems illogical. It seems it's uncomfortable. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. You just have to learn how to listen and just act on whatever you receive through your intuition. Okay, but of course, given that you are in a positive, receptive state. If you're not in that state, probably you shouldn't be thinking. Okay, at that moment at least. Okay, guys, this was the idea I wanted to share with you today. I hope you liked the video. Comment what do you think about this. If you learned something, comment as well. If you disagree with something, comment that as well. Put it there. Let's have it. Let's. I want to hear. I want to understand what you guys have in mind, and make sure to follow me on my IG. I post stories every day. Valuable. I share with you valuable information. You can also have a look at what I do during my day, my routine, my journey into personal development, my journey into developing my business, helping my clients, and yeah, make sure to stay tuned. Have a good one.